1. The rise and fall of dictators, Muammar Gaddafi. Key events: 1969 coup, creation of the Libyan Arab Republic, Gaddafi's reforms, and his downfall in 2011. 2. Unknown facts about World War II. Operation Fortitude, the deception plan for D-Day, the role of codebreakers at Bletchley Park, and the use of animals in warfare. 3. Ancient rulers and their legacies. The reign of Cleopatra, Genghis Khan's conquests, and the rule of Alexander the Great. 4. Stalin's rise to power and repression. The rioting affair, Kirov's assassination, and the Moscow trials. 5. The unification of Germany, Otto von Bismarck. The Danish War, Austro-Prussian War, and Franco-Prussian War. 6. Napoleon Bonaparte's influence on modern Europe. The Napoleonic Wars, the establishment of the Napoleonic Code, and his exile to Elba and St. Helena. 7. The assassination that sparked World War I, Archduke Franz Ferdinand. The assassination in Sarajevo, the July Crisis, and the declaration of war. The car in which Franz Ferdinand was assassinated had a license plate that read A3118, which is eerily similar to the date of the armistice, November 11, 1918. 1. Introduction. Grab attention with a dramatic statement or a question. Did you know that one man's assassination sparked a global war? Introduction. Start with a captivating statement or question to grab viewers' attention. Did you know that a single assassination sparked World War I, or ever wondered how a brutal dictator like Gaddafi was overthrown? Main content. 1. The rise and fall of dictators. 1. Muammar Gaddafi. Briefly mention the 1969 coup that brought Gaddafi to power. Interesting fact, Gaddafi had an all-female bodyguard unit known as the Amazonian Guard. Downfall, highlight the 2011 revolution and civil war that led to his demise. Segment 2, Unknown facts about World War II. 1. Operation Fortitude. The deception plan for D-Day that used fake armies to mislead the Germans. The Ghost Army used inflatable tanks and fake radio transmissions. 2. Role of codebreakers. Codebreakers at Bletchley Park cracked the Enigma code, significantly aiding the Allies. Alan Turing, one of the key codebreakers, is now considered the father of computer science. Segment 3, Ancient rulers and their legacies. 1. Cleopatra, Egypt. Her alliances with Julius Caesar and Mark Antony. Cleopatra was highly educated and spoke several languages. 2. Genghis Khan, Mongol Empire. His conquests that created one of the largest empires in history. Genghis Khan's empire promoted trade and communication across Asia. Segment 4, Stalin's rise to power and repression. The rioting affair, Kirov's assassination, and the Moscow trials. Stalin's purges led to the death of millions through executions and forced labor camps. Segment 5, The unification of Germany, Otto von Bismarck. The Danish War, Austro-Prussian War, and Franco-Prussian War. Bismarck used a series of wars and diplomatic maneuvers to unite the German states. Segment 6, Napoleon Bonaparte's influence on modern Europe. The Napoleonic Wars, the establishment of the Napoleonic Code, and his exiles. Napoleon sold the Louisiana Territory to the United States in 1803, doubling the size of the country. Segment 7, The assassination that sparked World War I, Archduke Franz Ferdinand. The assassination in Sarajevo. Interesting fact, the car's license plate, A3118, is eerily similar to the date of the armistice, November 11, 1918. 1. Introduction. Did you know that a single assassination sparked World War I? Or that Gaddafi had an all-female bodyguard unit? Let's dive into some fascinating historical facts. 2. Muammar Gaddafi. In 1969, Gaddafi seized power in Libya. Did you know he had an all-female bodyguard unit? Known as the Amazonian Guard, these women were fiercely loyal. Fast forward to 2011, the Libyan civil war saw his downfall. 3. World War II facts. Operation Fortitude was a deception plan for D-Day using inflatable tanks to mislead the Germans. Codebreakers at Bletchley Park, including Alan Turing, cracked the Enigma code, aiding the Allies. 4. Ancient rulers. Cleopatra, the last pharaoh of Egypt, was highly educated and spoke several languages. Genghis Khan's conquests created one of the largest empires in history, promoting trade across Asia. 5. Stalin's repression. Stalin's purges led to the death of millions through executions and forced labor camps. Key events include the Ryatin affair, Kirov's assassination, and the Moscow trials. 6. Segment 5. Otto von Bismarck. Bismarck's diplomatic maneuvers and wars led to the unification of Germany. His strategies in the Danish War, Austro-Prussian War, and Franco-Prussian War were pivotal. 7. Napoleon Bonaparte. Napoleon's influence on Europe included the Napoleonic Code and the Louisiana Purchase, which doubled the size of the United States. 8. Segment 7. Archduke Franz Ferdinand. The assassination of Archduke Franz Ferdinand in Sarajevo sparked World War I. Interestingly, the car's license plate was eerily similar to the date of the armistice. 1. The assassination that sparked World War I. The assassination of Archduke Franz Ferdinand of Austria in 1914 set off a chain of events that led to World War I. Assassination of Archduke Franz Ferdinand in 1914 sparked World War I. 2. The fall of the Berlin Wall. The Berlin Wall fell on November 9, 1989, marking the end of the Cold War and leading to the reunification of Germany. Berlin Wall fell in 1989, ending the Cold War. Fascinating facts about World Wars. 1. The D-Day deception. During World War II, the Allies used fake armies, inflatable tanks, and misleading radio transmissions to trick the Germans about the location of the D-Day invasion. Operation Fortitude, D-Day deception with fake armies and tanks. 2. The Enigma code breakers. Code breakers at Bletchley Park, including Alan Turing, cracked the Enigma code, significantly aiding the Allies. Code breakers cracked the Enigma code, aiding the Allies. 3. Remarkable rulers and their legacies. 1. Muammar Gaddafi's rise and fall. Gaddafi ruled Libya for over 40 years until his overthrow in the 2011 revolution. Gaddafi had an all-female bodyguard unit known as the Amazonian Guard. Gaddafi ruled Libya for 40-plus years, had an all-female bodyguard unit. 2. Cleopatra, the last pharaoh of Egypt. Cleopatra VII was known for her intelligence, political acumen, and relationships with Julius Caesar and Mark Antony. Cleopatra was highly educated and spoke several languages. Cleopatra, the last pharaoh, was highly educated and multilingual. 3. Genghis Khan's empire. Genghis Khan established one of the largest empires in history, promoting trade and communication across Asia. Genghis Khan created a vast empire, promoting trade across Asia. 4. Unique historical events. 1. The Louisiana Purchase. In 1803, Napoleon Bonaparte sold the Louisiana Territory to the United States, doubling the country's size. Louisiana Purchase in 1803 doubled the size of the USA. 2. The Moon Landing. On July 20, 1969, Apollo 11 landed the first humans on the Moon, with Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin taking the first steps. Apollo 11 landed on the Moon in 1969, first humans on the Moon. Fascinating historical events. 1. The assassination of Archduke Franz Ferdinand. This event in 1914 triggered the start of World War I. The spark of World War I, Archduke's assassination in 1914. 2. The fall of the Berlin Wall. The Berlin Wall fell on November 9, 1989, symbolizing the end of the Cold War. Berlin Wall fell in 1989, ending the Cold War. Intriguing World War facts. The D-Day deception. Allies used fake armies and tanks to mislead Germans about the D-Day landing. Operation Fortitude, D-Day deception with fake armies. 2. The Enigma code breakers. Alan Turing and his team at Bletchley Park cracked the Enigma code, aiding the Allies. Enigma code cracked by Alan Turing, aiding the Allies. Remarkable rulers and their legacies. 1. Muammar Gaddafi's unique rule. Gaddafi ruled Libya for over 40 years and had an all-female bodyguard unit known as the Amazonian Guard. Gaddafi ruled Libya for 40-plus years with an all-female guard. 2. Cleopatra, the last pharaoh of Egypt. Cleopatra was known for her intelligence, political acumen, and relationships with Julius Caesar and Mark Antony. Cleopatra, intelligent, politically savvy, last pharaoh. 3. Genghis Khan's vast empire. Genghis Khan established one of the largest empires in history, promoting trade across Asia. Genghis Khan's empire promoted trade across Asia. Unique historical events. 1. The Louisiana Purchase. In 1803, Napoleon sold the Louisiana Territory to the USA, doubling its size. Louisiana Purchase in 1803 doubled USA's size. 2. The Moon Landing. On July 20, 1969, Apollo 11 landed the first humans on the Moon. Apollo 11's moon landing in 1969. Lesser-known historical facts. 1. The Ryatin Affair and Stalin's rise to power. The Ryatin Affair was a significant event in Stalin's consolidation of power in the Soviet Union. The Ryatin Affair, key to Stalin's power consolidation. 2. Kirov's assassination. The assassination of Sergei Kirov in 1934 led to the Great Purge in the Soviet Union. Kirov's assassination sparked the Great Purge.